ADPL, short for Academy Premier League, is a showdown tournament where 10 teams compete against each other in a round robin format to determine the winner of an exclusive custom avatar. It's probably one of the most anticipated unofficial team tours on Smogon, since it had over 700 player signups this year, which is actually even higher than SPL. Naturally, I was one of those signups. But here's the thing, I was never bought by a team during the auction for the tournament. Then how come I'm still playing? You see, there are 12 playable tiers in this tournament, and each team must buy a minimum of 13 players, 11 for the main roster and 2 substitutes. But that's not all. After the auction, each team is randomly assigned 5 undrafted players who signed up but weren't bought, and these players can only play one tier, the undrafted best of 3. I'll explain more about this tier later, but for now, yes, you guessed it, I was one of those lucky undrafted picks, which landed me on the team Lunar Legion managed by Batty and Fragments. And what do you know, week 1 of ADPL starts and we're facing the Void Phantoms. Unfortunately, right off the bat, we took a loss when our GSC player underlying missed a stun sport turn 1 only to get hit by a crit plus paralysis thunder later from that same Zapdos. But we bounced right back when Genesis took a clean victory over Laroxil in RBY, evening the score 1-1. Next up was Gen 8 OU between Levers and Mada, and unfortunately Levers had a horrible matchup. Despite their best efforts, an unfortunate hurricane confusion sealed their fate, putting us behind again at 1 win to 2 losses. But that didn't last long because Chomp29 came in clutch, defeating BLJ Mario in Gen 5 OU with the help of some insane reads and ballsy plays, sending our game discussion chat into a complete frenzy. Alright, game 5 for ADPL week 1. My teammate is Heileone or Heileone, I don't know how to pronounce that name, sorry if I'm butchering it, versus VK. Haley's got a very interesting balance team. I think they mentioned it. They didn't send the pace, so I don't know what the team is, but they mentioned it's like Unaware Clef or something, and this was used in SPL. So yeah, I will see what this is backing. And VK's got a very interesting team with Tenkatan and Deoxys and Rotom. I mean, it's definitely leaning towards more like bulky offense and hazard stack kind of area. Like Tingloop definitely has spikes, and then Tenkatan probably has Stealth Rock. Then we have Deoxys, which might be just boots with like maybe Nasty Plot or something like that. It could also be the knockoff user of the team, though we also have Tenkatan. And the Gliscor could be another knockoff user if you want. I do feel like Deoxys would be Nasty Plot. I have a feeling Deoxys would be Nasty Plot. It would just work in a team like this, in a boot spam team like this, where Gliscor can be SD with knockoff Facade or Facade Earthquake. Tinkaton's knocking items. Rotom could even be Trick, like maybe Speed Control. Well, we do have Deoxys, but Trick just helps in these kind of teams, removing items, removing boots from defensive mons. VK leads with Gliscor, Heileone leads with Tinglu, Ruination, that is SD Gliscor as I said, and it's gonna get wall-winded before that they're probably just gonna click like Facade or Earthquake, whatever their strongest move is. Matchup wise, as I don't know the team, I mean, it's probably like, it also looks like Hazard Stack, right? Clefable's Stealth Rock, oh, this is Stealth Rock, so, interesting. I mean, it's Unaware Clefable, so maybe it's Cosmic Power, maybe it's Calm Mind. Gliscor could be Spikes, and then we have a knockoff Weavile, and then maybe a Detailed Dragonite. Maybe, that's my feeling anyway. But yeah, we go Corviknight. Corviknight is like the perfect counter for this SD Gliscor here, so we're not worried about this mon, for sure. I mean, yeah, in long run, Corviknight may get chipped and like stalled at roosts, but yeah, for the most part, we're dealing with this Gliscor using this Corviknight. So Pecharon comes out, we body press. Yeah, makes sense. We want to force the Gliscor out. So I feel like a U-turn would have been fine. But I guess we just get a U-turn for free here since Pecharon probably has Hex as its only move to hit Corviknight. And yeah, they're faster obviously. So we just U-turn out here. Nope. Okay, maybe we don't have U-turn. I'm not sure. That's a Rocky Helmet Rotom, so it's not Trick or anything like that. But yeah, we can just go Tinglu. It's not gonna take much. It may Pain Split and may get a bunch of health back, but I mean, it's not like we can avoid Pain Split from this Rotom. So yeah, I get it. Like there was no reason not to do. Just go Tinglu. They Pain Split again, get some health back. We just Ruination again, I believe. Yep, we gotta keep this Rotom low, nice and low. Hydro, we survived that. We probably get another Ruination off. Nice. And Tinglu goes down. So that's fine. Weavile comes in and they're playing actually really fast. I have to skip some turns. They steal the boots due to pickpocket. It's not great, but I guess we can just knock the boots off again in later. Definitely not staying in on this turn here for sure. Our Gliscor isn't poisoned, so we cannot just go Gliscor as a knock absorb or anything like that. We probably have to go Corviknight. That's the only... honestly, now that I'm looking at the team, and like, yeah, it kind of looks bad for my teammate as just on the matchup basis. Like, nothing's faster than Deoxys, first of all, and Deoxys could have coverage moves. Dragonite, as long as it's not DD, it's not going to be that threatening. If it's DD, Terra, like Earthquake, then sure, it can do a lot. Oh wow, they clicked knockoff, reading a Stealth Rock. That was very ballsy. Very risky, but it worked out perfectly because they got rid of the boots and forced the Tinkaton to click Gigaton next turn. And because of that, we were able to freely go Gliscor. Not freely, it's always a risk, but yeah, go Gliscor and just get the Toxic Orb activated because they're not gonna knock an already knocked Pokemon, right? It's highly possible they don't have knockoff on that thing. Maybe it's Encore Thunder Wave and Moro Gigaton, it's possible. Deoxys does come out. We're gonna scout for Ice Beam there. They do click Ice Beam. Are we gonna Terra just get rid of this threat? Because I have a feeling we should do that. This Pokemon is a really big threat for our team, not gonna lie. Like, we do have 2 priority users, I get that, but they just have counters for those 2 priority users, and Weavile's taking Stealth Rock damage now, so it's not in the best position to do what it does, right? Dragonite with Extreme Speed can deal with Deoxys, but as long as Pecharunt's there, it's not gonna do much. Unless it's DD Earthquake, even then it has to deal with Malignant Chain Poisons. Unless it's like Terra Ground Earthquake that can deal with Pecharunt really well after +1. So that would be something to see. But yeah, like, I mean, look at Terra Normal Gliscor in this position. It's incredible. It wouldn't get affected by hacks, only Malignants, and we can stall the PP of Malignants. Parting Shot could be a little bit annoying, but yeah, we're faster. Hopefully we're faster than Rotom, and we can knock that thing out. And Deoxys will go down to Terra Normal Facade. Tinglu, it can ruinate, but we'll be able to chip it down, and like, we can bring Gliscor back in again and again. That's the biggest part. It depends on the sets they have, right? Like Unaware Clef. I know that they have Unaware. They do go for normal. I mean, yeah, I expect that. Right? Like, it's so free. It is so like beneficial for the team in this position to just get rid of that Deoxys. Is incredible. And we don't lose anything by Terra Normaling because nothing's like super effective. We on the contrary, we actually lose our water weakness, so Rotom can just come in and knock us out. And sure as hell can't Pain Split because it would just die to Facade. And we also threaten this Gliscor because it won't be able to just freely set up here. We're definitely attacking this Tinglu for sure. Get as much damage as possible. They Whirlwind us out. We got Clef in. That's Boots Unaware. That's the only thing I knew about this team from the start because they mentioned it in the chat that it's like Unaware or something. It's like maybe Cosmic Power, possibly, maybe Calm Mind Unaware, not sure. But we just go Gliscor, Hex Malignant, they Parting Shot. We will at least get some health back. They just go Tinglu. We're gonna damage this with a nice, well, actually they could Earthquake, so it might be better to just click Protect, right? Yeah, that's fine. We don't wanna take Earthquake, an unexpected Earthquake. Whirlwind is fine because we just stay at the same amount of health we came in at. So yeah, that is perfectly fine. Weavile coming in is beautiful because we get to just triple axle this Tinglu and it would go down to triple axle, which is great. They can go Rotom, give us a Rocky Helmet chip, or just sack Tinkaton, same thing. Oh wait, that's Icicle Crash. Okay, well, at least we're not taking Rocky Helmet chip, which is great. I mean, this is going to be a Tinkaton sack, nothing they can really do about it. I don't know if my teammate's gonna risk a crash or we just click Knock. Knock probably kills in this situation. Yeah, it does. They didn't try to do anything. They just wanted to sack Tinkaton, which makes sense. Here's the bigger part here. Like this Weavile. Oh, we SD. What? They recovered expecting the knock and we clicked SD. That is so ballsy. And it worked out perfectly because we forced the Terra, knocked the item off. and they're gonna Malignant. Hopefully we dodge the poison crash. Can we flinch this? Nope. Okay, they just recovered. That's doing so little actually. That crash did nothing. Yeah, that's definitely bold. Instead of max HP, max speed, that is bulky. But yeah, Corviknight is gonna deal with this. It's gonna wall this, and we can just roost, I guess, for free here. Most likely, or we can iron defense. That's also fine. Actually, they don't have a ghost type anymore. This Corviknight's just gonna win. All we gotta do is chip Road, get rid of Rotom, and not let it pain split, which Weavile can do perfectly because they won't be able to get the pain split off. Hydro Pump dodge. I mean, it didn't matter. We just wanted to sack Weavile anyway. Rotom can't come back in, and we can just go in into a faster Mon that's like Blitzcore or Dragonite, whatever, or just extremely speed this Rotom, even if we don't have a faster Mon. And yeah, Corviknight would just win now since their Petulant was forced to click Terra Dark with that ballsy SD from the Weavile. That turn was incredible, not gonna lie. That was a great turn. We don't need Weavile, just sack that. Doesn't matter. Just go here, just Iron Defense and win the game. Just Iron Defense and win the game because Gliscor won't be able to 1v1 us once we go maximum defense. So yeah, this game is so done. We're just gonna fast forward these turns. They're SDing, we're Iron Defensing. The Facade, that's not gonna do anything, and Body Press is doing 50%, and the game's done. Alright, so this is game 6 for ADPL week 1. My teammate is Evakiyama, which is Kitten Cell right now, and AC77. It's a Gen 3 OU. Now, I'm not an Gen 3 OU expert. I have never played this tier. I do watch it in SPL mostly, but yeah, I still not really familiar with most of the stuff. So we're just gonna watch and enjoy whatever happens. It's been 12 turns. I don't think there's any point of me going back to see the turns, but still, just so we're on know everything that happened, we'll just check this out. Earthquakes with the T-Tar, DDs, Skarmory, clicks Rock Slide. That damn DD. Okay, the DD T-Tar kinda just going ham with this Focus Punch Rock Slide. I'm guessing this thing is just faster. Starmie, yeah, we switch out. Hydro Pump dodge, I mean, it wouldn't have mattered for Blissey for sure. They go Tyranitar on the Blissey, we click Thunderbolt. We got the Para, okay, we're getting it there. Definitely getting some nice RNG there. Getting the Para. Toxic on the Skarmory, get some nice spikes up, they taunt. We just drill back them. They stay paralyzed, nice, we get another spike. Oh wait, taunt, oh yeah, in this turn I think taunt is like 2 to 5 turns, if I'm correct, in this gen. So, which is interesting. Rock Slides the Swampert, Hydro Pumps the T-Tar, and it stayed paralyzed again. Celebi comes out, taking spikes damage, eats the Hydro. Moltres, ooh, Moltres, that's interesting. Leaf Seed comes out. I mean, it's definitely interesting to see Moltres being used. I don't know if like Stealth Rock exists in this gen or not. I have no idea. Maybe it doesn't. But Overheat is gonna do so much damage to Starmie. This has to be like, oh no, it's leftovers. Maybe choice items didn't even exist in this gen, to be honest. They probably didn't. But Starmie on the Blissey, Metagross comes out. Ice Beam, do we get a freeze here? No, okay, yeah. I'm getting ahead of myself with the Hex. But Rock Slide on the Swampert, and now we have card up. So, yeah. I mean, I'm just here to watch. There's not really a thing to analyze for me. Like, it seems we have a pretty good matchup by all the turns that have went by. It's like we have switches for everything. It seems like we have Moltres for Celebi, T-Tar is paralyzed, we have Blissey for Starmie, Metagross is gonna get is probably getting walled by the Swampert. So it seems like we're in a good position. And if we win this game, we're gonna be 4 wins and 2 losses. So that's great. Moltres comes out on the Celebi, takes the Leaf Seed. I don't know if like this gets bruised or not. Probably does, but I have no idea. Overheat on the T-Tar. This T-Tar for sure not healing much. I mean, it will take get some health back with Leaf Seed and its leftovers, but yeah, paralyzed, and we just switch out here, I believe. It doesn't have Pursuit. Again, I don't know if Pursuit existed in Gen 3, but I have a feeling it did, unless it was introduced in Gen 4 with Weavile. It's gonna be Skarmory on the Toxic. Once again, we catch them with their Toxic. Just gonna get another spike up. They stay paralyzed, so we're gonna get some leftovers and get a spike up as well, which is great. Or we can just go back to Swampert. I guess my teammate decided it's not worth to get 2 spikes up, rather just go for 1 and then switch out and not let T-Tar heal too much. Probably was their thought process, I guess. Celebi is gonna take spikes, it's gonna take this nasty Hydro Bomb, which it eats pretty much. Not sure if that has like recover or something. Skarmory comes out on the Psychic. Okay, decided not to heal, or maybe it doesn't get recover. No idea. Metagross comes out taking that Drill Peck. We're gonna get some nice leftovers back here. We're gonna take the Meteor Mash and just go for Roar. Okay. Aerodactyl is their final mon. Rock Slide's gonna take Skarmory down. Not sure how much that matters. Our final mon is Jirachi. Okay, with that nice Serene Grace, we're out here trying to flinch. Tyranitar comes out. Is it gonna take the... Okay, it's gonna be Fire Punch, not Iron Head. Well, Jirachi clicked Hidden Power. I believe in Gen 3, Hidden Power is like a physical move, if I'm correct. And that did, we did take an Earthquake, but ended up knocking this Tyranitar out, which is great. I'm pretty sure it's a physical move in Gen 3. Yeah, it's a physical move, varies in power and type based on the user's IVs. Starmie is gonna come out. And by the way, if you didn't know, like the turn ends whenever a Pokemon dies. That turn ends whenever the next Pokemon comes out. So it's like if it's a Pokemon with leftovers, which every Pokemon is, they like the turn like both of these guys takes leftovers and then the turn ends. And it goes same with like when like T-Tar comes out, because a Pokemon dies, T-Tar comes out, the opposing Pokemon is gonna take Sandstorm damage and then the turn's gonna end. It's basically bringing Pokemon out is still the part of the running turn in this gen. That's not the case in Gen 4. It's pretty much this and I guess maybe previous gens 2 and 1. Meteor Mash is gonna take down Jirachi with the help of a critical hit there. That kinda sucked, but seems like Moltres has a ton of stuff it can do here. Just click Overheat, damage Aerodactyl, I believe. Celebi comes out, gonna take this Overheat. I mean, mostly Pokemon that are not Steel and Rock type and Ground types will always use leftovers because of Unlimited Sandstorm. And like T-Tar is a pretty good mon in the tier in Gen. Like abilities were introduced in Gen 3, so Gen 3, Gen 4, and Gen 5. All three of these tiers have unlimited sand turns. So like yeah, and most Pokemon run leftovers to navigate through those sand turns and not just lose their mons because of it. Agility on the Metagross, are we clicking Thunderbolt? We're clicking that. I'm guessing we're like, I don't know if your Natural Cure or Serene Grace, I don't know what they run, but Agility Metagross doesn't look too good. I guess Swampert is just gonna deal with it. Oh wow, they crit us with Earthquake. That kind of sucks. But hopefully that's not enough, and we just can deal with this thing. Rock Slide. Okay. Is this gonna be banned or is this gonna be something else? Click Rock Slide. So, oh no, we missed a Rock Slide. What happened? Okay, fine. I thought maybe we were in a bad position, but yeah, they're just clicking Rock Slide. They were probably banded, but we got the next Rock Slide and we got the KO. Lovely. So yeah, we're 4-2 now, which is great. Okay, finally the Gen 4 game is here. My teammate is Lazuli versus Ninja, who is actually a sub-in. They were supposed to play stories. But yeah, Heatran versus Camerupt. Now, you don't usually see Camerupt in Gen 4 as far as I've seen the games and I've played the tier, never seen Cameron before, so it's gonna be interesting. It definitely has a better matchup against Heatran because it can just Earthquake / Earth Power, whatever they're running. Probably Earthquake, but yeah, and it can also get rocks up. So can Tyranitar, of course, and Tyranitar, not Tyranitar, sorry, Heatran. So can Heatran, of course, and Heatran can also, this is probably solid rock, so Heatran wouldn't get the KO with anything unless it's like Explosion. We probably don't want to sack that.
12 seconds later.
I think this is the team they're running, Specs, Strand, Paraspam. So we'll see. Their switching to Camerupt is probably Starmie because it can Rapid Spin and threaten it with Surf. And it's like in a bulky Starmie too with HP, so it probably will take that easily. Nothing really else is a switch in. I think this Camerupt has a pretty good matchup against our team, so I'm hoping we can do something about that. Definitely a free Rapid Spin unless they have a blocker like a Rotom would be annoying here. Rotom will definitely be annoying to face here if they do have a blocker, to be honest. Or maybe it's wise to just click Hydro Pump and not lose a turn in case they do have a Ghost type, right? We don't know that yet, so maybe it's just better to Hydro Pump. Do we have Hydro or Surf? Surf, I mean. Yeah, we can definitely click Thunder Wave, we can click Surf. Clicking Thunder Wave on Camerupt expecting switch is quite ballsy, turn 2, but it's also possible. You know, I don't think there's anything wrong. Why would you stay in with Camerupt against Starmie just to get served or Hydro Pumped? I'll just get this in the calc text so I don't have to switch between pace again and again. So they do Rapid Spin, not expecting a Ghost type. Okay, I mean, they play the tier more than me, so maybe they figured it would be a better calculated Rapid Spin. Like, it would be a better move to click, since they're definitely not staying in with Camerupt, that's for sure. Not staying in with Camerupt at all. That avatar, by the way, is sick. That Snorlax Cowboy Bebop, that's crazy. That's crazy good. Ramorade gun. Yeah, that's sick. That's sick. The Latias comes out. We definitely have Thunder Wave on the Starmie. We can go for that on this Latias, and even if this Latias Thunder Waves us back, it's not that big of a problem because of natural care. The one thing could be that this is a Specs Latias, which is quite common in offense teams. A Specs Latias is pretty common, so we might want to scout for that. We do scout for that. They missed the Draco, so we're not gonna find out whether it is Specs or not by the damage, but it most likely is, because I have never seen a not Specs Latios if it's running Draco Meteor. Personally, I've never seen that. So yeah, hoping that's the case. U-turns out on the Camerupt switch, that's pretty good momentum. We can definitely just go back Starmie, which would be great, and just click a Surf or Thunder Wave, a calculated Thunder Wave, predicting or reading a switch. Let's see what we go into here. It is Starmie, yeah, makes sense. Latias comes out. Do we click Thunder Wave? Absolutely yes. I mean, it's super free. There's no reason not to click Thunder Wave there. Latias is gonna get paralyzed, and we once again definitely just go Jirachi. Actually, I tried to import the 6 Pokemon, but somehow it didn't work. They didn't get the 6 Pokemon in. Instead, they only changed sets for the 3 in the Galdex, which is weird. I feel like it should have just happened, but it's fine. Because if I look at here, probably wouldn't want to go T-Tar and take a Draco or Surf. I think it's best if we just go Jirachi. Like, it would take Draco, it would take 50% from both Surf and Draco, but I think, oh, we do go Heatran. They trick us, giving, oh, damn, that was a crazy read, sir. Expecting a trick and going into a Specs mod, that's incredible. Now we just get a free fire type move on anything like Eruption. Free Eruption, free Flamethrower, that's gonna do a lot to that camera. Damn, Specs Heatran is so powerful, it's crazy. Yeah, I guess they can switch moves. Oh, they got the explosion off on Starmie. We decided to I mean, we decided to go Starmie because of the earthquake, but yeah, I think that was a pretty good play by Ninja that they just went for explosion, getting rid of Starmie. The good part is that we don't need to spin anymore since rocks are gone, so it's not that big of a deal. And we also just got nailed this this turn, bringing Jirachi in on the Larias. We go Celebi to take the Draco. We can recover this off, which is great. I will just recover here a bit faster because of the paralysis. And it would definitely force Ninja to reveal their third mon, which could be Tyranitar, or it could be Heatran. I think usually Celebi doesn't run things that can deal with Heatran. As far as I know, like, does it get Earth Power? I don't remember if it gets Earth Power, but I'll just copy this set for now. Yeah, they just copy this set. It does get Earth Power, yeah. So yeah, I guess it probably runs Earth Power a lot too. Yeah, it says 20% in the Caltex, definitely common. Empoleon comes out with cover. Empoleon is interesting. Since it's an offense team, this could be an offensive Empoleon, or it could be, I don't know. It's SD, yeah, as I said, it is offensive. I don't know what like item would it have with SD, I'm not sure. I've personally only used like special Empoleon with Petaya Berry and Substitute Agility, so SD is kind of new. We'll see what this can do. Like, is this a common set? SD? I mean, Caltex doesn't say so for now. What would it have? Aqua Jet? I don't think it gets a physical steel move, so it would probably be like Earthquake or something. I'm sure it gets Earthquake. So we Grass Knot. Oh, it gets Drill Peck. That's interesting. That is quite interesting. We go Zapdos with our pressure, and yeah, we're just gonna click an electric type move. Their one ground type is gone. Not sure if they would have another in the back, but yeah, like electric move just seems pretty free for now since they haven't revealed their mons. But losing Starmie kind of sucked. Maybe it was really fast in our team, like it was probably Jirachi is Scarf. Outside of Scarf, Jirachi, that wasn't really fast mon. So Rotom comes out, taking the Thunderbolt, takes 25. It's definitely a switch in. Is it gonna click Wisp? It clicked Trick, so we catch that with the choice. We trade with Choice Scarf and Band, and now we just go for a Crunch. I'm surprised we didn't pursue that, but I guess that's because, oh yeah, it wouldn't die to Pursuit, and it could Wisp, because since it tricked, it can once again switch moves now. Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah, definitely a good play not to Pursuit. They go Empoleon on the Crunch, which is good because we definitely need that chip on that Empoleon. I think we definitely keep this T-Tar because it has a pretty good matchup against like Larias and Rotom for now, and it's Scarf, so it's faster than both these guys. I've been loving these switches on, like perfect switches on the tricks though. Like we got them with the trick choice specs going Heatran, and then we got them with this trick Scarf going to Tyranitar, which was lovely. Are we gonna roost here? Yep, we keep ourselves healthy. I think they just go for Wisp this turn, so I don't know. Oh, we just go back to Tyranitar. They click Thunderbolt. Okay, no Wisp. I guess, yeah, it's risky. They could also go T-Tar. They're just gonna sack the Rotom. Jirachi comes out. Are we gonna go our Heatran, or we just stay in, take the Iron Hat, get flinched? Unfortunately, it does reveal the fact that Jirachi is Scarf. So now we can technically just go back into our Zapdos, but we don't do that. Instead, we sack the Tyranitar, which I am not sure why was the choice. I have no idea why it was the choice, but now I can definitely import all the sets in there. Does it even get Eruption in this? I'm a little confused. Maybe I'm just too used to Eruption in other gens. In Gen 8 mainly. Maybe it doesn't get Eruption in Gen 4. I don't remember, to be honest. I have no idea if it does that. Let's just say Eruption. Yeah, I guess probably not. So it is Overheat. And we sack the Celebi on the Draco Meteor. Bring Heatran in again, click Flamethrower, knock this Latias out, and this should be game in my opinion. We have Jirachi that can just deal, not Jirachi, I mean, we have Zapdos that can just easily take Jirachi, any move from Jirachi. And if it decides to click like Ice Punch or something, then Heatran would just come in and take a KO, and then we just switch and once again bring back Heatran and get a KO again. Actually, what is Eruption? /DT Eruption. I don't know if it's allowed or not, to be honest, but yeah, we get the KO on that Jirachi with that Scarf, and they go for Aqua Jet. That's not gonna get the KO, and Empoleon goes down. So lovely games, honestly. Like, I think on matchup we kind of just nailed everything. I didn't even notice they had a Gyarados. How the hell did Gyarados even die? Actually, I missed that part while I was searching for Eruption, I think. How the hell did Gyarados even die? We knocked the Rotom out. We took the Iron Hand, got flinched, sacked the Tyranitar, and they went Gyarados on the Heatran. We clicked Flamethrower, and then we clicked Flamethrower again. That was a slow ass Gyarados, wasn't it? That was a slow ass Gyarados. And then when we sacked Celebi, knocked this thing out. They went Jirachi, tried to flinch, didn't get it, and yeah, voila. Alright, I am very late to this game actually. It's been turn 16. This is Gen 6 OU between Always and Paprika. Red line push is obviously Always, and they seem in a pretty bad position. Dude, this looks horrible. Let's go back and see what happened, what transpired. Clefable lead versus Gofa. Did we go for a knockoff? Okay, we go for a T-Spike. They don't really have T-Spike absorbers, which makes sense, I guess. We go for double T-Spike. Okay. Do we go for knock? Oh, wow. How come that's just... Oh, that was Flamethrower first. I see. I was like, how the hell Moonblast did 64 after 42? But yeah, that was Flamethrower first. So we sacked Cofagrigus. Maybe we didn't need that, I'm not sure. And then we clicked Iron Hat, forcing the Clefable out. And then when Thunderous on the Pharaoh, Hippowdon does get poisoned. We knock off its leftovers. What else? We clicked Volt Switch on the Hippo for some reason. That doesn't seem correct. Why? I mean, Hippos always run Rock Slide, I'm pretty sure about that. So why would you... Yeah, that don't make sense. I feel like you could have easily just gone into like Serpent there. That was really bad by my teammate, I feel like. I don't know, but we Rapid Spin again. We bring T-Tart in this time. Spike goes up again. Do we click Crunch or we go for Stealth Rock? Okay, Thunderous comes out. They Moonblast, Thunderous goes down, Excadrill once again comes in. We are not Asning, we're not... Okay, finally we click the Earthquake. Yeah, I guess. Serpent comes out expecting a Leech Seed, I believe. Or a Power Whip. Is this Helmet? Or nope, that's just standard leftovers. We Leaf Storm the Pharaoh. It's just gonna... Yeah. We got Thunder Wave there. I'm not sure about these plays. I feel like we just sacked him on for no reason there, Thunderous. And then now we didn't click Glare on the Pharaoh / Tornadus either, which kinda didn't make sense. I feel like paralyzing there would have just mattered way more. Serpent goes down to Hurricane. Zam comes out, copying the Regenerator. That U-turn crit us. That is little annoying, but we go Psychic. We have to hit this focus, which we do, which is great. We regenerate a little bit of health back. They're gonna U-turn again anyway. Tyranitar, and now it's Suicune that's probably gonna come in. I don't think we win this game, to be honest. They still have a Mega Latias that can take like any hit from Alakazam too, which would take any hit unless it's like stored power, mono stored power. It would just paralyze it or Ice Beam it or whatever. There goes our balloon on the Excadrill. I feel like we could have done a lot with like going Serpent on the Hippowdon and just threatening a Leaf Storm. And then they would have either had to sack Hippowdon or go Tornadus and we get a Glare off there. That could have been a really good play in my opinion. I really don't know why we clicked Volt Switch there twice on the Hippowdon. It doesn't make sense. I mean, Hippowdon would either have Toxic or Rock Slide. Either way, you're not going past it. That thing with the Thunderous, you gotta switch. you keep health on Thunderous because it's like really good against Suicune and Tornadus and stuff. Like knocking off Suicune's item, not board switching out on Thunderous, Tornadus I mean. We Earthquake instead of Iron Hat, they click Flamethrower and Excadrill also goes down, and this game is pretty much over. Yeah, really. Tornadus is at max, is gonna take every hit, eat every hit. Unless we have Calm Mind and we start critting everything right now, this game is done. Yeah. Yeah, that is unfortunate. That puts us at 5-3. Once again, if we still win 2 games, of course we're... Oh, Clefable didn't even go down and they just Moonblast there. Yeah, the game's done. Pursuits the Clef, doesn't matter, and GG. Now, before we move on, let me explain how the undrafted best of 3 works. Basically, each team picks a tier from any of the 9 generations of OU, with Gen 9 being the first tier by default. However, only the 5 undrafted players are allowed to play in these games, and winning the series will only increase your team's score by 1 point. It sucks, I know. Anyhow, the opposing team picked Gen 4 OU, while our team went with Gen 2 OU, which was actually the next match. Neomon from our team versus Fluor. Unfortunately though, there were some misplays and bad RNG involved and the game ended in a loss. But nothing was lost. You know why? Because I was playing next. Moltres, Ogerpon. Not the best matchup. Garg is a little shaky too. Might have to trick it. Goldengo does look pretty good, which is great, I guess. Okay, actually Terrafire Zama just wins. YouTube. Terrafire Zama just wins. Literally. Yeah, I think I'll be capitalizing on that. For sure we'll lead Clef. Because if Ogerpon's the lead, I'll want it to just paralyze it. It is indeed the lead, we'll just para. Let's see what they want to click. It could be SD, it could be Cudgel, Whip maybe, it could be U-turn. Since it's not Spike Stack, I don't think it makes sense for them to have U-turn knockoff. I feel like it should be just SD, standard SD set. Unless this thing has spikes, which also is kind of weird. I guess Gark with Stealth Rock and Tusk and Darkrai with knockoff could work, maybe. It is U-turn, unfortunately. Okay, Gark comes out. That's a little bad. I had wished it wasn't that, but... I guess I'll be clicking Stealth Rock, getting rocks up. They do the same. We'll just Moonblast a couple of times to get this to recover and then go Gliscor. It also tells me what kind of Garg that is. It could be Spadef, it could be defensive, physically defensive. I could also just go for this Moonblast versus Salt Cure and T-Wave. Not T-Wave, Moonblast versus Salt Cure thing, because I would, I think, chip them down more than they would chip me down. So I could do that, definitely. There's nothing wrong with that in my opinion. It's probably Boots Darkrai. If I had to guess, it might be like 4 Bootsmon. That's definitely possible. They wouldn't have speed control though, so maybe like it could be Booster Speed Tusk, which doesn't make sense. So it's probably Scarf Darkrai if they consider speed control. But I've seen teams like these that don't really go for speed control and just Darkrai is the fastest mon. So yeah, anything's possible. They are already so low on timer. I don't know what they're thinking about, to be honest. I don't think it's not due. I don't think there's that much to think. I mean, they don't have switches for Clef, I get it, but I'm not Calm Mind, so you shouldn't be worried. I think I might have a better matchup with this Terrafire Zama, so I'm gonna play it safe for the starting bit. Like, if they want to go aggressive and like bring their Terra out, it would be great, because then my Zamazenta will get free. I wouldn't have to worry about like a random Terra Ghost or like anything like that. 22, that's fine. The Salt Cure will just Moonblast. Again, Salt Cure is definitely not chipping us down, so like they'll be forced to recover. I can definitely do this 1v1. I have enough PP for sure. 60 seconds already. Very bad for my teammate. Not my teammate, I don't know why I said that, but my opponent. I've just been recording a ton of games for this week 1, like my teammates' games, so yeah, been saying teammate a lot, but They go for Moonblast again. We Salt Cure. Okay. We'll just go for Moonblast again. I don't see any reason not to, because I can Moonlight literally on anything else aside from Darkrai Sludge Bomb, but they're definitely not going Darkrai on a Moonblast. They go Moltres, which makes sense. We'll just go for probably a Moonlight. No reason not to. I think we keep this healthy. They might want to roar. Maybe they want to click Flamethrower. I would gladly also take I would gladly go for a Thunder Wave on this Moltres if they let me do it. Dragonite also looks pretty good. The only problem would be I can't really do much to Tusk with Dragonite unless I Terra Ground with the setup. So yeah, we'll see. 20 seconds. Holy, they're gonna time out, dude. I'm gonna click Thunder Wave. Oh, they clicked Roar, so I missed the T-Wave, which kind of sucked. Goldengo came out. Now I could go for a trick. I don't know how wise that is. I go for a trick, they Flamethrower. That doesn't knock me out because of this special attack. I think I'm gonna go for it. I think this is okay. Choice Scarf versus Choice Scarf, so yeah, that's not the best, I guess. I think Clef's fine. I can afford to take a Sludge Bomb and then go from there. So it's good to know that the Darkrai is trick a Scarf. So yeah, that's something. They might read and click Sludge Bomb, but I really don't want to risk Goldengo. I think Goldengo is better than Clef. They go for Dark Pulse, which is great. We'll just go for Moonblast. Gar comes out, we chip that down. Now I'm gonna get my... Should I go Samo or should I go Gliscor is a good question, right? Gliscor is probably better, to be honest. I think chipping Ogerpon down is just much easier to do, I think. We'll just go for our Earthquake. Great Toss comes out, lovely. I've got a Clefable that can block the spin and all that. Is that Boots or... Yeah, that is Boots, okay. Yeah, that's good to know. I gotta chip the Toss down. If I chip the Toss down, then Dragonite opens up a lot, which is great. They go for Rabbit Spin, take Helmet. We'll just Moonlight here. They don't really have switches for Clef unless this is like really offensive Adamant or something and does more than what Moonlight recovers. I will just go for Stealth Rock. Once again, keep the rocks up. Gar comes out. Just gonna go for Moonblast and force this to use its recovers. I'm playing safe. I am playing safe because I have no reason to switch Clef out because Clef will 1v1 this Garg and make them use their recovers. Salt Cure doesn't matter. We'll just go for Moonblast again. They go Moltres again, okay. Let's try Thunder Wave again. They might want to Flamethrower, they might want to Roost. They Flamethrower, so Moltres is gonna get paralyzed. I missed it. Dude, you're kidding me, right? Well, I can go Gliscor now on the Moltres, but it's just annoying that I keep missing these little T-Waves, you know? Okay, yeah, that's very annoying. But I guess I don't wanna lose more Moonlights anymore, so I guess I'll just go Gliscor. It's kind of free. They roar, Dragonite comes out. I think this is the time I just Rock Slide and get a nice move off on this thing. Yup, we got the Rock Slide, we got the KO on the Moltres, lovely. That was the perfect thing that I wanted. And we got the opportunity for that. They also fell for that, which is incredible. Now Zama doesn't even need to Terra, which is one thing. And Gliscor and Samurott are also super free, not worrying about burn. Goldengo is super free. People just click Shadow Ball and stuff and make it rain and stuff, which is great. They have 15 seconds. Holy, they're running out of time. 20. Okay, I'm not gonna let this set up too much. I shouldn't do that. This could be detailed though, that is something they could be, I guess. Question is, do I go Zama immediately or go? I think Goldengo's just better. Tricking this is just way easier to do, the Ice Spinner. Okay, that's cool. I will once again go for Trick because I don't think they would first of all go Darkrai again. And second of all, I want to cripple this Dragonite. Dragonite can be a little... Okay, they go Darkrai. I am surprised they keep going Darkrai, I'm not gonna lie. I am very surprised. So, I wanna go Samu. But Samu would... I think Gliscor's the better mid-ground. They could have Ice Beam, but I don't see them clicking Ice Beam. It's either Sludge Bomb or Dark Pulse. Gliscor can be able to... Or they tricked, okay. That's interesting. That's a little annoying, but I guess it got Toxic Orb, so that I'm not complaining. I can just go for Facade here. Yeah, I don't think I needed Gliscor that much, so it's fine. Like, Ogerpon will always come in and force... okay. Wow, that was faster too. 250? Really? Wow. Okay, that's a little annoying, I guess. So here what we're doing is we're going Goldengo. Darkrai not being faster is really good, and I can definitely go for a Make It Rain here. They go Ogerpon. Would Dragonite knock them out? Most likely. Do I want to save Clefable is a good question. It's Ice Spinner Dragonite. I don't think it would be Terra Ground, so I can technically just go Clef and get a Thunder Wave off on the D-Knight. I want to keep Scarf Dango in case Dragonite sets up and I get a chance to trick it. I like to keep that. We just go Dragonite here. They Cudgel, we just Extreme Speed because it's the best thing I can do in case they have Play Rough, which I don't think they would. Looking at the team, but they could. I mean, it's a great roll in my favor, but yeah, we just Extreme Speed regardless. And I'm just gonna once again go Clef and then get Rocks up again. Never letting them spin for free, that's for sure. They Headlong, that didn't do much. We'll just Moonlight. They'll Rapid Spin, and next time they won't be able to spin and die to Helmet, and I'll just get Rocks up. Darkrai comes out. Wants to click Sludge Bomb or something like that, I guess. How much would Dragonite take and do? 12%. That's 40. Nah, that wouldn't be enough. I could take the Sludge Bomb. It's just that... I don't know. I do want to keep Clef healthy because Dragonite's a problem. Maybe not, but still. I think Samurott always gets revenge killed by something. Sludge Bomb. No, I think Samurott's... Nah, Garg will never be a threat because Zama... this is tricky. I think I want to keep Clef. For sure. I think Samurott might be the throwaway mon. It also gives Dragonite setup opportunities. They Terra Poison, okay. Well, their Terra's out. That means Dark Zamazenta can just win now, which is great. So we'll just Aqua Cutter. I don't want to miss or anything. And I think knockoff's better in case they want to go Ogerpon. Oh, wow. Yeah. Last moment I switched that because, yeah, I mean, they would probably expect like Sucker or something, which I guess kind of makes sense. I'm just going to go hard Zama. Yeah, it's Ice Spinner. I don't think it would be Dragon Tail. It usually is Earthquake, Extreme Speed, so we'll just roar here. Well, if it is Dragon Tail, then there's no point in roaring, so I guess I'll just Iron Defense and then click roar. The Terra's gone. Zama's faster than everything. Garg dies, Tusk dies, Darkrai dies. So this should be game. Yeah, they fell for that. We just body press, not gonna let them spin or anything, and that should be GG. That should be GG. Yep, that's gonna go down. Not Helmet, it's Boots. 5 seconds, they're probably gonna time out. And yeah, that's game. Lovely. Now, I won my game, but our next player, PU, wasn't so lucky because they had to play a multi-gen best of 3 against Larry, where due to facing 2 incredibly bad matchups, they lost, bringing the score to 5 wins and 4 losses. But this next game will probably go down in history as the shortest tournament game ever, when the opposing Yowan decided to load the infamous team called Prime Port and had to forfeit on turn 4 against Lex's speed boosting Iron Moth. Seriously, stop using that team. Anyway, now with a score of 6 wins to 4 losses, we only needed one more victory, which was soon provided by Maxima, who won an intense back and forth DPP game against GRND? I don't know how to pronounce that name, but yeah, Maxima won, winning us the undrafted best of 3 series as well as the entire week. That's all folks, with our morale high and bond stronger, we'll be moving on to week 2. Until then, click on the video on your screen to see how an SPL game was decided by the single EV spread. I'll see you all there, goodbye.